120 gold for my Diplo favor. You know what? I'm going to do that because I've just found another BARB encampment and they will give me a galley for the shipbuilding boost. Look at that. That's nice. And actually, this is now near Sparta, so we can actually protect ourselves a little better with that, which is just as good. The more I look at this map, the more I realize the canal city of Sparta, that's going to be very important to hold on to because these two, like, oceans, they are very disconnected from each other. Oh, Ottomans are spreading the religion to Babylon pretty feverishly. And Gazagamou bows to me, their state workforce, and I got recorded history as a boost. Okay. That's not too bad. Now, I could get Magnus and get provision, or I could pick up Void Singers now and start getting 4 gold per turn from my monument. Gonna go provision first, but I will go old god as soon as I can get away with. Where's the settler card? There we go, colonization, and I'm gonna put in conscription for a little bit more gold per turn. Get the coca, like so. Oh yes, that's a good deal. Look at that, selling things very heavily now. People want my open borders, which is nice. We've now grabbed Gazagamou, we've grabbed Mogadishu, we've grabbed Taruga. I think Valletta would be the next port of call. And I think I can get that pretty soon because I'm just about to grab an envoy from Mysticism. So we'll do that quickly. Just pop into Valletta, please. Thank you. And on this tile, I build my unique improvement. As truly it represents our spirit. In this case, large heapings of vodka. Now, as you can see, it hasn't quite done what I expected it to. It's actually increased the production on Metal by 1 rather than the food. I wonder if that's a bit of a typo in the improvement. Yeah, it is. Look at that. Culture, culture, golden production. But if you hover over the text, it says food. It actually gives production. Okay, well, it doesn't matter. Either way, it's going to give us some delicious extra production. And there's my religion in this city, which gives me another 2 era score. That's how we're going to try and scrape a golden age next time round. One extra luxury. Mongolia wants to buy this one for like 14 gold per ton. These are the sort of deals I'm holding out for. These are the sort of deals I very much enjoy. And just a 3 monument in Sparta, or do I go for granary in that city as well? It's kind of capped on growth a little bit, isn't it? So we'll go the granary, but both options are looking pretty good for me. Yeah, we'll go granary first and then we'll go monument. I need population in this city, otherwise the loyalty is not going to hold out until I'm in a golden age. Oh! Ludwig! I so rarely see Ludwig actually as an opponent. Honored to meet you. Love to exchange on your capital. Munich is only 3 pop. Oh, you make me feel so much better. Thank you, Ludwig. My stats, by the way, are so far behind everyone else. It's quite frankly embarrassing. Never mind. We do what we can. We do what we can. Do I try and convert the Ottoman city and put Crusade on it, or should I do it to Valletta? I think I'll send it to Valletta, but I mean, both are good options. Nalanda wants a boat. Like, did you not see all my other boats? 22 turns for a harbour, but let me tell you, it's worth it. When you get the era score, it is always worth it. Delegation's always welcome. That 25 gold, that's a big deal for me. Probably shouldn't admit to that, but it is exactly what the doctor ordered. Alright, time to finally get a government, I think. Let's try and claw this back a little bit. I'm fighting barbarians. Kind of don't want to bother my galleys with this sort of stuff. Leave me alone. Exploration is what I am about. I am a peaceful explorer. Until I find weaker opponents, then I get very aggressive, but that's got nothing to do with anything. That's a good looking settler that has been finished. Wonderful. I'm tempted to go government plaza and just really fire off the Magnus city as fast as I can to be producing settlers. Because don't forget, we can go for government plaza and then we can get the settler card, go for an encampment. Yeah, these are really good districts, but we're going to have to wait on them. I mean, I guess I could get the harbour for the growth in this city. All right, let's work on that. For now, yeah, but I need a lot of stuff in my capital. It needs a lot of production, a lot of extra food. Yeah, the lighthouse will give me lots of extra food on these tiles, so I think that's probably worth it. Where am I going to go and settle now? There is an option to settle on this tile. I must remember that, but I feel like spreading out a little bit here may not be a bad move. We'll go and find luxuries. We've got gems. We've got gems. We've got coffee, we've got honey. Ludwig wants my amber. Yeah, you're very welcome to that. That's lovely. Yeah, I think settling on that continent over there has got to be a good thing. We're going to just start spreading out a little bit. Oh, no, I can't. I haven't got shipbuilding yet. Oh, Ursa, what are you doing? All right, fine. I'm going to secure both Source of Horse If I settle on top of the gems there, I'll be able to work both of these horse tiles. Yeah, let's go do it. That's probably the best thing for me to do. And 2 more era score. Huzzah! The letter's probably not going to stick on my religion, but the fact that I've done it for now makes a big difference. There we go. It's happened again. And the letter is mine. Gives me another builder, another inspiration, this time for games and recreation. And some more era score. Looks like Valletta is not long for this world though. Babylon is getting pretty interested in it. I will look elsewhere. Oi, you barbarians need to leave my horse alone, okay? It's just trying to scout. I got some iron there. That's useful. Anyone want to buy my iron? Yeah, they do. It's not bad at all. Oh, Ottomans want to be my friends. Perfect. I have an ally to the north. I think, yeah, working this slightly logically, what I'm actually going to do, saving up a bit of gold. If I can save up 1,000 gold from my trades and just buy in the Great General, she gives me war weariness reduction later in the game. What I could do, go for a bit of a weird strat, go for pikemen and then spread Crusade down to Mongolia and pikemen rush them. Hear me out. Sounds strange, but I could at least nab these 2 cities with Crusade. Pikemen with Crusade and a Great General, 60 strength. Would also entirely negate their cavalry, which is quite a good thing. Oh, look, there we go. There is the aqueduct plan for my capital gone. Oh dear, never mind. Iron working has been boosted. We've got 2 sources of iron at the very least, but yeah, any thought I had of getting an aqueduct there is gone now entirely. The game's like, Ursa, I see you want to have fun. No. We won't allow this. I'm sort of sat there going, oh, okay. Here's a plantation. There is some coffee. Well, like the luxuries are going for 20 gold per turn at the moment. That's pretty nuts. I could get a book. Ludwig is offering me a book, an actual book. That's intriguing. I've got an ecstatic city now, so I don't know if I want to do that, but that is very much worth keeping an eye on because, yeah, I could get some... All the luxuries I pick up, I just keep selling them and I keep making a lot of money from it. Oh, I think that's my Barb horseman dead, unfortunately. Couldn't run away from the Barbs where it was at the moment, but that's okay. Yep, bye-bye, Scout. Actually, to be fair, it did do quite a bit of scouting. I will give it to everybody that says that Barb scouts are decent. It was, in this instance, quite decent. Ludwig wants to be my friend as well. I'll take it. This is an exciting turn. Mongolia likes me now. My cavalry's a naff. The cavalry's dead, Mongolia, okay? You don't need to rub it in like that. But there's political philosophy, which is wonderful. And I've got masonry, because that's a eureka. And on top of that, I got 2 extra trade route capacity and 3 envoys. 3 envoys is pretty handy. Means I could actually seize a city-state from somebody if I wanted to. Well, either way, this is city number 3, Susa, on top of some gems, and I will take those gems nicely. I have an opportunity here, still 1,100, but Mongolia is very much sort of pushing through here. This is such an expensive use of gold, but I'm gonna exchange for about 100 if I can. Yeah, I'll take some from Germany and some from Babylon. That gives me enough to then buy in the Great General. I think she is an investment that I am not going to regret later into the game. I absolutely am not going to regret getting her. She's pretty damn good. Now, I just need to get military tradition quickly and change government. I'm going to start with Classical Republic because it makes my cities happier. I'll go Diplomatic League. I'm going to go for extra food and I'm going to pick up, yeah, food down there, production there, settlers as well. That's nice for my capital because I can get the harbour going and then I can build more settlers in a second. I don't know what Susa is going to build first. Holy sites are always an option. Let's go straight in for Temple of Artemis. I love that ambition. That's exciting. So yeah, we'll go for a monument. Let's start with a monument. Great idea. The city knew exactly what I wanted. But yeah, no, this is okay. Like, I feel like the stats and the yields of my start are pretty poor. The rest of what I'm doing is fairly okay. I just need to convince the game that I'm doing well. Military tradition has been earned. Okay, at least my units have the ability to flank. Oh man, I could really use the Apadana. I just think the chances of me getting it naturally are slim to none, to put it mildly. Absolutely slim to none. Are you at war? No, you're not at war. Mongolia want to be my friend. It's very tempting, but their military strength has come down a lot, and these 2 cities would absolutely be fantastic cities to conquer. I have not ruled that out. I really haven't. So I'm going to give Ludwig open borders. I'm not giving open borders to anyone near me because this chokehold stops anybody from really exploring properly either side of me, which is quite handy. But start buying in traders now. All of these trade routes to my capital are going to be really, really handy. I might actually get a couple of trade routes from my capital as well. Mainly because Valletta and Taruga want them, and I want to get rid of as many of these city-state quests as I can. Let's go to Theology, unlock the temple. One thing I do need to do as well in my capital is just improve my production and my gold a little bit, just so that I can get the lighthouse in. I think working on the settler is better than buying them in, because this 50% production card, that makes a big difference. How's the trade route to my capital? Look at that. Currently worth 3 food, 3 production, 1 gold, 1 science, 1 culture, 1 faith. None of those things are game breaking, but it just helps. It just helps. Just you make a new city, you immediately get a good trade route in, get those initial early game buildings sorted. Caesar's going to put an encampment down quickly. I realized there's a mathematics boost up for grabs if I build 3 different specialty districts. I've got the harbour, I've got the holy site. That would be the 3rd, and that would be a very good improvement for me. So yeah, let's just get that down quickly. These cities of Mongolia's as well, they're really weak. Really weak. I am so tempted to have a little bit of a nosy down here and see what we can do. Oh, here we go. The trading post in the capital actually counts as one of the trading posts on the Persian ability of adding 1 food, 1 production, 1 gold. So it's actually just improved my other trade route as well. That's really handy. Oh, we like that. That's a good set of improvements. The settlers are really starting to appear now, which is looking very, very good. Again, I think I just want to stick to all the luxuries. There's some honey down here that I could go for, as well as some amber. So yeah, I think another city just on this section of the coast works well. Thankfully, I've got a trader that has very helpfully popped a couple of things down for me now. People are still buying all my stuff, which is wonderful. Lighthouse I'll be able to afford next turn. That'll improve my capital's food and get me a little bit more gold per turn. Cliffs of Dover, such a strange location for that. It's in the middle of a desert and tundra. Sure thing. And Jerusalem. I could actually now start the Amani jump again, which I'm tempted to do, and I shall do. There's 1 envoy there. Amani, as fun as it was, keeping you in Valletta. Off to Jerusalem you go. Thank you. Oh, that's a golden age, by the way. We have got ourselves a golden age. Ah, that's good. That is good. Do I want to keep settling, or do I want to wait on the settling until I can do something a little bit more drastic with my capital? I'm wondering if a spearman rush is kind of what I want to be doing now. There's the lighthouse, by the way. So there's a huge amount more housing in the capital. But also, look at these extra food tiles that I can work. None of them are being worked at the moment. Spearmen are only 4 turns, and I can improve that very easily. So I'm tempted to... Do I want to make a friend this early? Or do I want to make an enemy this early, I should say? They could upgrade to coursers at any point, and I am utterly screwed if they do. Mongolia have a lot of army. They really do. I think I'm gonna peacefully expand until I can't anymore. That's got to be the move for me here. An early game war, I think, is as satisfying and as fun as it is. I'm at a bit of a disadvantage here, and Mongolia, they make any early game war difficult at the best of times. I spend the time just making sure they follow my religion, get another missionary in. I'm converting my own stuff pretty easily, but we'll convert their cities next. Johannesburg, not the first meet, but again, another place that I could be sending Amani in a little bit. That's good to see. I mean, we like this. I like having options with our money. Let's see what trade routes from the capital look like. As you can see, we have some options. Mogadishu does go through City of Sparta, so it gives me a little bit of extra food and production. The letter annoyingly goes via the sea. I wish it would go through Sparta. I wish you could tell it to go through Sparta instead. You cannot. It just is a thing. Actually, I can go Susa to Valletta and get the bonus, because of course it's going through my capital. That would be a better route for me. It turns out there are options on this sort of stuff. That's so weird. Yeah, go on then. Let's make Susa even better. Let's make Susa brilliant. Here a score for the harbour. Maybe I should have saved that until the next era, but I didn't, so it's fine. Oh, there's the route to Valletta anyway. That's a pretty decent route. It actually goes through Sparta. Interesting. It's so weird the way that the AI decides to put trade routes sometimes. Just to look at it and go, okay, sure, whatever you want. Whatever makes you happy, AI. I don't mind. Either way, this is city number 4 with access to another couple of luxuries. I could try and buy the honey, but I think it would be too expensive. I'd need about 190 gold. Yeah, Maybe if it's still available next turn, I'll look into it. But no, I am that petty. I am that petty. I can't lie. I settled too close. Grievances or diplo favor? I mean, I could keep the diplo favor. I mean, I've been selling it. I kind of maybe should have some. No, cause grievances. I feel like I'm going to keep settling around because, yeah, Mongolia have spread all over what I consider to be my land. Oh, okay. Finding the city-state has met everyone. There's Nzinga, Congo, Ethiopia, and Georgia. By the way, you can see that Germany, Ludwig Germany, is on 169 culture per turn. I want a culture victory. In fact, I want every victory. So that could be problematic later on. We'll have to have a serious think about that. Oh, look, we can actually get some decent luxuries from the AI as well. So there's Jerusalem. I want now to pick up Johannesburg. So, yep, let's move Amani over. Let's just keep doing this. I keep getting myself an extra inspiration and a 3-builder in the capital every time that happens. And there's some luxuries down there. So, yeah, these 3 builders are very much helping me to generate more gold. Not necessarily helping my economy otherwise, but the gold is helpful. Well, it feels like Congo and Ethiopia are at war, and it's a pretty bloody one at that. I'll have to keep an eye on that. That seems pretty drastic. Again, check out, though, my trade route to my capital. Still worth 4 food, 4 production, and then like a whole bunch of other things as well, which is lovely. Actually, the route to Sparta's pretty good. This is what we're going to find. We'll start sending lots of cities through. Well, you will see the traders are going to go through my cities repeatedly at this point, so it'll start to get really fun military tactics. Oh, it's still so tempting to, you know, go to war with Mongolia. If they didn't have trebuchets and probably coursers, I'd be more tempted. Yeah, 40 strength cities. They're getting even tougher now. I'll think about it. About to take over Johannesburg, so let's just quickly put an envoy in there, and then Amani will do the rest in a second. Come on, Mongolia, though. Yay! They want to be in my nation as well. My religion is the best religion. Everybody join in. Crusade. Some more honey. Anyone want some honey? Yeah, 15 gold per ton. That's right. Oh, hello. I don't like the look of these units, Ottoman. You're not going to spread your religion to me, are you? You wouldn't do that. I'm pretty sure you wouldn't. I'm pretty sure you're going to be my best bud for the rest of the game, that we haven't got to worry about you at all. Don't make me regret these words. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Keeping an eye on you. I'm hoping they've just decided that, like, Susa, for instance, is a good target for their religion. Probably better convert all of my cities before I run out of the opportunity, but yeah, I'm watching you. Oh, I've just seen that +5 campus. Oh, how did I not spot that? That's great. Some more honey. Go on, people buy this from me. 15 gold per ton. Yes. Again, I'm just keeping an eye on city-state quests. If I can get things like a galley and have that immediately give me another envoy, I will. Yeah, Valletta is definitely getting killed by someone. Question is just who. he's gonna throw the first stone. I'm not sure. Golden Age, Medieval era, though. I'm hoping for a Mongolian Dark Age. You gonna give me that, game? You gonna give me that? No, Mongolian Normal Age. Ottoman Dark Age, though. That's interesting. All right, well, hang on to that one as an idea. Free inquiry. That would be quite interesting. I could get 7 science more per turn, and immediately more as soon as I get naval tradition. Monumentality also lets me get things for builders. Exodus of Evangelists lets me start to spread my religion around. I could try and hopefully knock a couple of religions out, or at least convert a couple of people. But yeah, religion's proving tricky. I think we're going to go for evangelists. I know it sounds like a crazy idea, but the religious victory is something I've got to keep an eye on, and it's one of the earliest game beautiful benefits of doing this. I'm also going to pick up ironworking quickly to unlock my immortals. As much as I personally dislike them as units, I'm not entirely convinced of their outrageous strength, to put it mildly. I do understand that they are stronger than a lot of units that I'm currently using, so we'll get those down quickly. The temple, I'm also gonna quickly think about getting in my capital, but we'll keep building the settlers for now. That's what my capital does best. Well, in my usual way, I seem to have got to the World Congress with 0 diplomatic favour, so it's going to be a bit of a gamble as to whether or not we can get the points. Very important we do. Now, military advisory is normally pretty easy, because, I mean, like, I'd say probably over half the time, people plus combat to melee. So I'm just going to try that out, see if that works. Public relations is a little trickier. People generally tend to vote 100% rather than 50%. And what I like to do is go around the world and find out who is disliked by the most people. So looking at this, I would say, look at that, Congo dislikes everybody that she's met. Georgia has one friend. Congo doesn't. I'm going to just gamble on Congo here. So we're going to vote up on Congo because she is just disliked by everyone. Let's see if this works out. Yes, look at that. See, I mean, sometimes ranged goes through, but Melly definitely was the bigger choice there. And Congo-wise, interesting. Actually, it was pretty close. 2 votes for Suleiman, 2 votes for Menelik, 2 votes for Congo. But we swayed it because we had the least favor. I mean, ideally, we would have had more votes full stop there to actually make sure we got that, but never mind. Anyway, check this out from my capital. That is 19 gold, 1 food, 1 production route, 2 Mogadishu. That is very handy and will help this city to grow a little bit. Plus 8 amenities. That's nonsense. There's recorded history. There was some sort of emergency just got put through, but then also failed. Not sure what's going on there. Where was my... Oh, this is so annoying. Literally just built that trader. Which one was it? The one from this city. Yeah, okay. Well, that just cost me about 200 gold, but, you know, we'll get it back. But when your traders get stolen, you're like, that is very frustrating. Luckily for me, though, there is another gems. Who wants to buy my gems? 19 gold per turn. Turns out everyone does. Brilliant. Well, I think it's absolutely time now to go for Void Singers. Let's just get it done. Melody, that's taken me from 17 faith per turn to 32. That's doubled it, which is lovely. And there's got to be an old god obelisk that we haven't done actually in both these cities. Let's just build this one first just to improve it a little bit, but a little bit of extra culture. Loads and loads of space for great works of art. We're going to start to just, yes, I know. People are going to like me and dislike me now. Just going to go and have a look at the works of writing. Ludwig's got some. We'll keep an eye out for those. Nobody's got any relics yet, but we'll get some relics later. Mongolia gets more grievances against me. They didn't like that city. You know what? To that, I say tough. Oh, Nanadol has just appeared. That is suddenly a priority for me. It's taken over this little island, which is a bit frustrating. But they just want a catapult. I can do it. Can I? No, I don't know. I can't do a catapult. But, like, I could very quickly get them on side. I have, if we just count this up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 districts on the coast. So that's worth 18 culture per turn, which I like the sound of a lot. So we'll make sure that we get that as quickly as we can. The one reassuring thing I'm finding on this map at the moment is that there is a lot of space. I was worried we were going to run out of space pretty quick. Luckily, there seems to be quite a bit. So that's really, really good. And we've now got a temple in my capital as well, just to really increase the faith per turn. One thing I've got to keep an eye out, though, is where we're going to build the wonderful Mont Saint-Michel. I want to get myself as many relics as I can, and that is by far the best way of doing it. Was that a marsh tower? Yeah, this is a marsh tower, so I could, in theory, build on that. Haven't got much floodplain in this land. Actually, no, Mongolia's taken it all from me, so yeah, we'll have to think about that. But yeah, I really like the idea of picking up Mont Saint-Michel. That's a big flood. Not my problem, though, luckily. Vilnius, nobody's met Vilnius. Again, we'll keep an eye on that one. Cocoon has appeared. Yeah, you know what? Actually, I need to keep Amani moving. I keep forgetting to. Let's send you over to... I need to remember which city-states I've claimed and which ones I haven't. I don't think I've claimed that one to the north, so we'll go and do that. Oh, Congo wanted to be my friend. You know what? I don't mind that as an idea. That's pretty decent. Oh, they've got 235 culture per turn, though. If we're going to go for a tourism victory as a priority, I think I'm going to have to take Germany out of the game. There's no way we can survive and still win the game with them with that sort of culture. That's pretty impressive. Granada down to the south as well. Here's my envoy though for Nanadol, which takes them over and has, I say, 53 culture per turn. That's a big old boost. I need to keep settling places on the coast. That'll help me to improve that city even further. That is another governor, and you know what, considering I have so many trade routes to my capital, I could immediately go and grab Magnus and get surplus logistics. I just realized though I do want Chorus first. 20% of my faith per turn going into science, culture, and gold. That would be worth at the moment about 9 science, 9 culture, 9 gold per turn. Hey, that is a small benefit, but it will add up later. Especially if I keep using my gold to buy things like old god obelisks and shrines. Oh, everything is going to start adding up. This is where we hopefully can start catching back up with the AI now. I just hope we're not too far behind. Well, speaking of, as I said before, temple, we're going to keep getting this sort of stuff. If I can get Jerusalem on side, that's going to be a lot of extra faith per turn, about 4 in my cities, so we'll see if we can get that. Anyone want to buy this luxury from me? 19 gold per turn? Oh, yes. This just makes the settling out so awesome. I'm going to try and settle the cliffs of Dover, I think. It's not the best luxury, but it's a fun one. Brings the inner Brit in me some joy. Actually, if I could preserve that tile, I would attempt to make the tiles a little bit better, and then I could try and just settle there, which would be on desert and next to cliffs of Dover. Yeah, okay, it's not too bad. Time to get an apostle, though. Let's get at least one. See if we can... Yeah, there we go. This missionary is going to be fairly easy pickings. But if I can get a debater or two, I can start to just stop these missionaries from swanning around in my land, which they are doing incessantly at the moment. There we go. Debater. Anyone else come skulking around my lands? You can start to do some good damage to them. Campus finished, which is good because the trades city-state wanted that one. Kaguna. Oh, awesome. That is a city-state that I was after anyway, and actually will stay on side once I move Amani away. Where do I want to bring her now? There's too many new city-states around. Granada it is. Off to Granada. Yeah, I'm making just such a concerted effort to get as much of this stuff as I can. Build ancient walls. I'll do that in my most defensive city. Probably this one. Get this boost. There you go. But once I get the catapult, that's going to be 3 envoys. 2 with Vilnius, 1 with Nanadol. Nanadol's a really important one to keep on side as well, so we will try and do that where we can. I'm going to start chopping down this. I have a weird industrial zone complex going on here, but this would give me the option to Venetian Arsenal a little bit later. So I'm going to kind of hope that we can pull off Venetian Arsenal. Would make any naval game we have to take on later a little bit easier. Whoa. I've just noticed what Ethiopia are doing. That's 192 science per turn they've got going there. Oh, Babylon's at 31 tech as well. 200 science per turn. Yeah, this is going to be really difficult. As I say, we've got to make sure we win every victory condition. I don't know how we're going to do this. It's going to be so tricky. I have officially, by the way, started to save my diplomatic favor. I've got to the point where even I'm going, yeah, I should probably keep that if I can. Natural philosophy instead of urban planning now, and serfdom instead of harvest calendar. We are upgrading my government to bigger and better things, to 46 science per turn. We've got level 7 on the way now, which is just very exciting to see. Another trader is available. Good. Civil service is the next one we need. Naval tradition we tempted, but since I unlock my monarchy, my next government, I get another 3 envoys, 2 trade routes, and a random eureka. All of these things add up so nicely for me. I really want them. I'm getting stables because later in the game I'm going to be building siege. I've kind of, yeah, the domination side of this game is something I cannot ignore for too long, but I can ignore it for a little bit. So I think going for planes, bombards, and artillery, that sort of stage of the game might be the best option for me. I don't know. I could be waiting too long. It's all a bit of a gamble, to be honest, but I think it'll be worth it. This is definitely going to be a communism run as well, by the way. I don't often go communism, but I absolutely will be going communism because these internal trade routes are just going to keep getting better and better and better. Once I have like 30, 40 cities, all those benefits are going to start stacking up for me. I'm going to try and keep everyone on side as well. If we can make lots of friendships like this, I can start to pick off people one by one. Like Georgia wouldn't be too bad a target, to be honest. Kind of a bit isolated from the rest of the world. Taruga wants a trade route. I'm tempted to do that in a second, but as I say before, look at this route. It's going to get better as well because my capital will get more districts and it's going to improve. At the moment, they seem a little bit deflated from what they could be. You're just going to have to trust that they are going to continue getting better and better and better. Oh, look at this. 2 gems from this settlement as well as some more amber. Amber is all scattered around the map. Amber's kind of not really worth anything to me at the moment, but we'll keep pushing it forward. 94 production on this settler because of the Magnus chop. Bam. That's looking good. Yep, this coca would be a good pickup, but again, I'm just spreading my wings across this map at the moment, making sure that I'm settling on really distant, far shores. because I mean, a lot of it is my continent, to be honest. If I head right, I'm more likely to find better, cooler stuff. So right we go, I think. I mean, saying that, the luxuries over here are probably the best. Yeah, let's go left. I change my mind a lot, and this is one of those times. New city though, yay! Cliffs of Dover, as well as getting another era from settling on the desert. We'll take that. This city might take a little bit of time to get going, but you know what? That's fine, because I can still put the old god obelisk in, which just gives me a little bit more yield of everything, and that, just by itself, makes the city very worth it. Oh, I could get a musket in the city. Keep forgetting barbarians just give you so many cool units. Oh, there are the missionaries. There are the missionaries. Alright. Gonna let my apostle heal up and then I'm gonna go after them. They will not escape. Samarkand. Nice. Where is Amani at the moment? In Granada. That's 2 envoys. Yeah, just keeping diplomatic league on at this point. It's giving me so many spare envoys. It's lovely to see. And yeah, my luxuries are still selling for pretty much the entire economy of my empire. I'll take it. Here is a lighthouse, and again, I'm just going to keep sending these trade routes to my capital. 7 population in my capital. Okay, this is exciting. Now what I can do is put down my government plaza. Now the reason I'm so excited about putting the government plaza down is because I can make traders go ballistic. Domestic destination production on trade routes, 1 food and 1 production. That means each of these 4 trade routes will get 1 extra food and 1 extra production. So just by itself, that is amazing. So we're just going to pop that through, and I believe I can probably just chop it straight out. Yes, I can. So there we go. Already we've got 1 extra food and 1 extra production on the trade routes. But then Magnus is going to come along and give surplus logistics. 20% growth in the city. Trade routes ending here provide an extra 2 food to... I mean, so already we're now on 7 food, 5 production, 2 gold, 1 science, 1 culture, 1 faith. It will just keep getting better and better. There's the route. You can see this terrible little city struggling with basically no resources. Bam! Turbocharged, full member of my empire almost immediately. That's how you grow. That is how you grow. Also, my first lumber mill is down. We need to put a lot of these lumber mills down. I've got some decent tiles that can get improved. Liang would be cool in my cities as well to make sure I've got at least 1 source of 6 charge builders. And I still haven't got Pingala. Pingala, I feel, has been quite a drastic missing step that I wouldn't normally miss in an empire. But yeah, going Magnus and then Voidsinger and Armani's meant I've just had no spare capacity. Granada bows to me. Another now 5 population or 5 charge builder. That's awesome. And Amani off to Samarkand. Turn 100, by the way. 50 science, 84 culture. Pretty decent, but not spectacular numbers there. I need to keep on working at it, but getting to monarchy will help quite a bit. I'm actually just going to quickly rush through Ancestral Hall in my capital first. Then we'll go from there. But yeah, I just need to keep working on this. My capital needs some decent food growth. Might have to push that one a little bit more. We've got markets, we've got harbours, we're building up the trade routes though. So yeah, the more trade routes I get into my empire, the better I'll feel about all of this. Can I kill these missionaries? Yeah, I can. Oh, Barbary coursers. Okay, Ottomans aren't messing around. They've got their unique unit out already. Actually, speaking of, I just got to 10 pop in Sparta. That's going to be my Pingala city. I do need to treat myself to at least 1 immortal to get the era score before I make it obsolete. It's always a bit of a risk. A new city, a new old god obelisk, and immediately the +4 harbour. It's got to go down. Too good. More trade routes, I say. More trade routes. There you go. I think the missionary has not escaped fast enough. Mwahaha, bam. Spread the religion to my own city, which is quite nice. Kind of missing out on that. But yeah, no, that's a good pickup. Still putting the lumber mills down. My capital appreciates that greatly. Now that I've got the stable in Susa, now is the time for the catapult. Because as I say, that's Nanadol and Vilnius both with quests. I need to send some trade routes out to Granada and Taduriga. But the other thing I've got is a missionary that just spread my religion to my own city. It's going to go over to Ngazagamu now and get me an envoy there. We'll pick that city-state back up, hopefully. That harbour's going to push me above 100 culture. It certainly does. Great. Classical Republic. Yep. Do we change over right now, or do I just wait a sec? Don't know what the best option is. Ancestral Hall. I haven't got my government change. No, you know what? It's always worth changing governments. Let's do it. So, natural philosophy, serfdom. What was the other card I had in? I've forgotten already. No idea. But I'm going to put Gothic architecture in because I am actually building a couple of wonders, which is relatively amusing. Oh no, it's the settler card. Ah, that's what it was. Okay, I'll keep that in. That's fine. Where's the walls? Walls, walls, walls. Limes. There we go. And where's the veterancy card? Done. I think that is a good thing. I'd quite like charismatic leader in, but we can only get, there's only so many things we can do at once. Let's just get another trader into my capital. Gonna pick up Jerusalem quickly because the extra faith income. Yeah, that's good. Oh, Anshan. Good to know that you're there. And I'll pick up Granada again. Is Samarkand where I've got... Yeah, Amani's headed down there, so I don't need to worry about that one. Well, in that case, actually, I'll pick up Samarkand like that before Amani even gets there, and I'll pop you into, where is it, Nalanda, because I can seize that off Ludwig and hopefully connect up the world, prove that it's round. I realise the library's worth like 4 or 5 science now. Probably buy that in. Good city-state. I mean, yeah, look at we've basically got influence of every city-state we've met now, which is pretty damn good. Look at that trade route. 8 food, 6 production. Yum. That's amazing to see. And there you go. Taruga is another city-state I've got to trade with. Granada is up there as well. I don't actually know if I can get a trade route to Granada. I think it's a little far away. Yeah, it's a little far away. Not a problem. Just get the envoy there. It's all about the envoys. I'm keeping these pretty low, actually, to be fair. We're doing a decent job. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Glorious Petra, Matthew Wilkinson, Paul Coffey, Portland, Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Davalex, Skeptical Bear, Kroger Brand Trail Mix, Alex Noob, Cinnamon Beard, Petra Ryan, Matthew Hatch, Rom88, Radiatore, Private Selection, Genoa Salami, Boyzoro, Callum Billy, Garrett Gowan, Polar Beret, El Truant, Creston, RB Hedged, Mushkin Mandletort, Esri Dax, Deeble Time, Shoelace, Burial, I'm Daft, Gooberman, Clint Hennis, Dr. Bobby, Polar Wallabear, Mixomatosis, NTG Golfman. Thank you everyone for your support. See you all in the next video. Goodbye!